One of the things that in my life I've been good at is protecting myself from my own emotions. Throughout the years, thinking of childhood, that was diving deep into playing video games like World of Warcraft or League of Legends or StarCraft 2, Hearthstone. These games that you can just really pour hours and hours of yourself into. And one of the really great things about video games is they're very, like, they really do grab your focus and they bring you present into the game. Maybe not present into the moment in your life in where you're at, but it can give us this moment to not have to worry about the shit that might be going on in our lives. Uh, and I think that sort of defense mechanism maybe was helpful for a long time. But as I got into college and my early adulthood, I learned that alcohol was a really great way to also ignore some of those emotions and feelings. I've been sober now for over 4 years, and it's a change that changed everything in my life and also nothing in my life at the same time. I say nothing because not a lot actually changed. On the day-to-day basis, I still saw my friends, I still play video games, I still went to work, but in the long run, it has really empowered me to start feeling my emotions. So if I had a really crappy day of work, instead of grabbing a beer and leaning in to play video games or whatever and kind of just not thinking about it as much, I had to sit with that emotion. I had to sit with how much I hated my job, and how that stress was really eating at me. And that frankly led me to quitting my job for the first time back in 2022, to then have like a 9-month sabbatical where I made my first game, Chess Survivors. That, like, sitting with that emotion also taught me that I wanted to do this again. And so I quit my job again last year in March of 2024, and have now been doing full-time game development for, I think, what's this, like 16 months, almost like 500 days, which is absolutely absurd. And so quitting alcohol changed nothing in the day-to-day moment, but in the long run of my life, looking at it, it changed everything. And recently, I've been going through some personal stuff in my life, and I think it's impacted my game development, as it should, right? Uh, as it absolutely should, because I'm one of my goals in my early 30s is to address my emotional well-being, and as my own boss, treat myself the way I would want to be treated um, by people, by my boss, right? Like, if you're having issues and mental health stuff, like, go address that stuff. Don't sit down and muscle through it. And I'm sharing this with you because I took a big step this week. I went to therapy for the first time. I've done couples therapy in the past, but I've never done individual therapy because I was afraid. Because that stuff's hard. Because I grew up learning and coping with things through ignoring them and compartmentalizing, which is a good skill in a lot of moments, but it's also a skill that is not always serving my best interest. And so I'm going to put in the work. My hope in the long run is that these changes that hopefully I'll put in the work to do and improve will be things that you here can feel and see changes. I don't know what that's going to look like for the rest of the channel, of my next games or anything like that, but I know that if I want to be a successful indie game developer and I want to unlock my ability to make the best games possible, to find the most success possible for myself, like, I gotta fix. I got not I gotta get more in tune with myself, I suppose. So if you're struggling with that stuff, I get it. In my head, I'm telling myself that this is an easy investment because I don't have the money to go to a therapist, right? They're expensive. I don't have good health insurance. I do have health insurance, which is good, but I'm taking my money and I'm going to invest it into myself because I think that is going to be something that'll help me in the long run of my life live the best life possible for myself. That's it. I'm doing okay. I have a support system around me of my friends and family. I just wanted you to know that it's not all sunshine and rainbows over here at Aarimous Studios all the time. I know I'm doing a lot of people's dreams of living like doing game development full time and being my own boss. But that doesn't allow me to just skip out on some of the more challenging parts of my own life. And I'm going to try to address those with the help of a professional. I've been Aarimous. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.